Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.
Don't yet know who James Gunn's choice is going to be for the next DCU Batman in the upcoming movie Brave and the Bold, but I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why Jake Gyllenhaal is perfect for the new DCU Batman. So a lot of people don't know this, but Christopher Nolan considered Jake Gyllenhaal for Batman Begins before he ultimately chose Christian Bale. Jake Gyllenhaal was among the list of potential considered for Christopher Nolan's take on Batman, just like Cillian Murphy was a finalist for Bruce Wayne before he became the Scarecrow. Christopher Nolan basically gave him a personal phone call saying that they were really considering him for the movie, but ultimately he found out that he lost the role to Christian Bale, okay? But over the years, many actors have come close to getting a role, and after a second pass, they managed to get the gig that they were after. Henry Cavill, he tried and missed out on Superman Returns before he landed Man of Steel. So the same thing could potentially happen for Jake Gyllenhaal. Number 2, the movie Prisoners proves that Jake Gyllenhaal has the edge for the Dark Knight, okay? Gyllenhaal played Detective Loki, a cop assigned with tracking down 2 missing girls, one of whom is the daughter of Hugh Jackman's tormented father, who takes matters into his own hands. But while Jackman is breaking sinks and stalking suspects, Jake is battling just as hard trying to do his job and his self-control. Loki is the kind of hero fighting with his own rules that Batman has always been portrayed as. Jake Gyllenhaal's character is always determined to keep both feet behind a line he's never willing to cross. But it's one scene from Prisoners in particular that shows what Jake Gyllenhaal's potential Dark Knight could look like if he crossed the line, okay? So during a house visit, speaking to David Daz Malachian's Bob Taylor, Loki grills his suspect from his doorstep. It's an intense situation, not so much for Taylor's uneasy response, but Loki's unflinching focus now that he thinks he's got his man. Jake Gyllenhaal's take as the detective gives a glimpse on how fierce his Batman could be, shaking down Gotham's criminals while they're hanging upside down, okay? So if you haven't seen Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman, go check it out. It's a phenomenal movie. Now, my 3rd reason why Jake Gyllenhaal should be the new DCU Batman is watch Love and Other Drugs and Presumed Innocent to get a dose of Gyllenhaal's Bruce Wayne, okay? So, the true skill of the Dark Knight is the way he masks himself behind Gotham's poster child and billionaire playboy, Bruce Wayne. Through so many iterations of Batman, the balancing act of playing both has been a skill only a few have mastered. But in a few of Gyllenhaal's previous films, he proves that he could fool the world, okay? This is why I personally did not like Robert Pattinson's take on Batman. Because when you look at Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne and you look at his Batman, they're the same. They're both very dark. They're both emo. They both always look depressed. They don't talk that much. And Bruce Wayne, to hide his identity, is supposed to be a billionaire playboy who's smooth. He's a ladies' man, right? Very smooth with the ladies. We didn't see any of that in the Batman. And that's why I didn't like it, bro. I think the Batman had so many boring parts. And I just did not like how he played Bruce Wayne and Batman, okay? Like, all these people think Robert Pattinson's Batman is better than Bruce Wayne. Y'all need to go get an eye test, man. Respectfully, okay? So, for the charming, sociable, smooth talker that Bruce Wayne is, you need to only look to his performance as Jamie in Love and Other Drugs, okay? The film sees Jake Gyllenhaal playing a womanizer who deems winning ladies' hearts as easy as selling for pharmaceutical companies. It's proof positive that he could create a smooth and duplicate Bruce Wayne when the need arises, okay? Then there's Apple TV's Presumed Innocent. Phenomenal show, man. Go check that show out if you guys haven't watched it, which shows a confident, work-savvy Gyllenhaal leading a double life when a woman he is having an affair with is found dead. It's an alarming good performance from Jake Gyllenhaal as a flawed individual who is likable to the right people. That's what Batman's Bruce Wayne needs to be. Noticeable enough to turn heads, but not enough to keep them there when he needs to dip out and into the Batmobile parked out back, okay? So, number 4. My 4th reason is Jake Gyllenhaal's physical prowess would make him a brutal Batman, okay? I think everybody would agree that he definitely has the body type to play Batman or Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to have to put on a bunch of muscle because he already has it, okay? When Jake Gyllenhaal has been required to throw a punch on screen, he always makes sure to put the work in and ensure it lands. The likes of Southpaw and the most recently Roadhouse displayed Jake Gyllenhaal as an absolute unit. Both these films demanded the kind of heavy work that would be required when playing Batman, okay? Now, when Robert Pattinson declared himself as Vengeance for the first time in the trailer for the Batman, we believed him simply because we just seen him slap a criminal around like a freshly caught kipper, right? That's something that Jake Gyllenhaal definitely looks like he could do, but there's more to it than that. In an all-black onesie, pointed ears, Gyllenhaal could really provide an imposing presence, which is what will be needed whenever the Caped Crusader of the Brave and the Bold eventually stands alongside David Cornsett's Man of Steel, okay? So my last reason why Jake Gyllenhaal is the perfect choice for the new DCU Batman is simply because Jake Gyllenhaal hasn't said no to being Batman, right? Listen, I would love for Ben Affleck to come back and play Batman. He was actually supposed to be the new Batman before Robert Pattinson got the role, but because of all of the controversy that happened with Zack Snyder while they were filming Superman versus Batman and the Justice League, he said it was too stressful, and that's why he decided not to do it, okay? Jake Gyllenhaal, who was already considered for Batman in the past, he's still open to doing it, okay? So while it's all well and good to theorize if Jake Gyllenhaal would be a good Batman, the important thing to address is if he'd actually take on the job. Stepping into the boots of one of DC's most beloved heroes comes with a lot of baggage and a legacy stretching back decades. In an interview with Screen Rant for Roadhouse, Jake said he had massive respect for Batman and everyone that has taken up the mantle over the years, right? He said, "Oh man, that's a classic. It's an honor," he declared. "I'm going to play Lago and Othello with Denzel Washington. And I think about like the history of actors that have played that role throughout time. And I'm intimidated by that." So that's the first level. Even so, just like anyone who has taken on the role over the years, the Bat fan in Jake wasn't shy about the possibility. He said, "It would be an honor always. Those type of things and those roles are classics." They certainly are, and there's enough evidence to assure that when it comes to making a list of potential Batman actors for the DCU, Jake Gyllenhaal should certainly be in the conversation. And with that being said, it's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Thank you guys for watching. Please click that hype button. Also, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and most importantly, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. And who do you guys feel like is the best choice for the next Batman? Another guy that I think should be Batman, is a good choice for Batman, is Alan Richardson, and that's going to be another video. I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why Alan Richardson is also a great choice for the next DCU Batman.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV.